Welcome back to Daily DeFi. Today is July 29th of 2021, currently on a train from Brno in Czech Republic to Bratislava, Slovakia. Was not sure if I would be able to record a Daily DeFi today, but beautiful views on the train. Found myself a nice quiet cabin car, and we're going to get to the topics for today. So basically, there's three altcoins that are killing it on the daily time frame. Orion, Thorchain, and Terra Luna are all doing incredibly well, so we'll talk about those. Also here on Quartz, this really interesting news platform that I really like for objective views on what's going on in the different markets. We have Congress edging towards a new infrastructure deal and federal workers get the vaccine requirements. So these are all interesting, kind of more political risk news that I like to take into account just from a global perspective. And we'll also be talking about this article on this $300 million investment fund raised in Paxos. Now, we always kick things off with Daily DeFi Pulse and juicy NFTs. Total value locked in is $66.38 billion. AVE dominance is close to that 16%, just down about 9% from that level, or 0.09% from that level. DeFi Pulse index is close to that 250 level. Besides that, if we're looking at the juicy NFTs, this blows me away every single day. $16 million. It wasn't too long ago. We were just seeing like $50,000 transacted daily, but it's pretty interesting as far as that goes. We kind of saw this peak up here. And it's pretty crazy. The one bad thing about juicy NFTs is their charting is terrible. It's really, really bad charting. I want them to fix that, hopefully. Moving on to this next article. So Bank of America, FTX. So we've talked about FTX in the past. This is a crypto exchange with the FTT token. I personally like them a bit more over Binance. And then Coinbase Ventures joins this $300 million investments in Paxos. I haven't done a deep dive into Paxos, but it is interesting. They have something like Paxos Gold. But Bank of America's investment reflects Paxos' growing importance in the crypto industry. I completely agree. Let's see. So Paxos, the New York-based blockchain company, announced on Thursday that four high-profile investors have joined its recent $300 million Series D funding round. The most notable of these is Bank of America, the second biggest bank in the United States, and it is not a major player in the blockchain space, but has signaled its growing interest in the technology when it tried out Paxos rails to clear the stock trades in May. Another of what Paxos is calling strategic investor rounds is the Series D from Coinbase Ventures. Now, I've talked about Coinbase Ventures in the past. I'm still very bullish on a lot of the projects they have listed on the Coinbase Ventures site, but does not have the mass exposure like UDT, Unlock Protocol. Massively, massively undervalued. I bought it at some of the highs, and I keep averaging in because this one for me over 10 years I'm very, very bullish on, and now it's incredibly, incredibly low, like micro cap valuations, but what they're doing is amazing, essentially removing the middleman from any subscription service, unlocking it for the end user and the creator. So it's pretty awesome. If you think about things like Patreon or even like OnlyFans, right? Like I don't know a lot about OnlyFans, but I know that people are making a ridiculous amount of money off it, whatever they do. Same with Patreon. I'm not the most knowledgeable on it, but I know that people make a ridiculous amount of money, but you have to understand there's a nice cut that goes to the people that run the platform. Essentially, Unlock Protocol removes this middleman and just goes, okay, the creator can just put it all up there themselves, and they can't be taken down. Some people have been even deplatformed from Patreon. I know it's crazy, but lastly, here for the articles on Quartz, Congress edges towards this new infrastructure deal. Wall obstacles. Also, I apologize for the flashing lights. I was saying here, while it remains a Senate vote, move to the bipartisan $1 trillion package one step closer to becoming law. Now, maybe I can do this here. What about that? How about that for you? Federal workers are getting the vaccine requirements. That didn't work the best. The Biden administration will reportedly require U.S. government workers to get a COVID-19 vaccine or have regular testings. And this Robinhood IPO, by the way, was a flop. I might do a detailed video on this. Next here, top DeFi tokens by market cap. Let's see. So we have Uniswap, we have Chainlink, all down, right? But the rest of these are doing very, very well. For example, Terra Luna is up 20% on the daily. Oh, wow. I was just about to say, I'm not sure if this will load, but you can see we've retraced down from those levels of that $21 mark. Back here, I kind of covered it on that spike there. Now we're getting a nice pop up. I think, honestly, we will probably retrace this a bit uncorrelated from some of these other projects. But you can see Thorchain had a significant retracement. I thought it was incredibly undervalued at these levels, and it did pick up a little bit of Thorchain, but I originally was averaging in on Thorchain under $1. This is one where it peaked up a little bit, but this was all due to that news around the hack, what was going on there. Next, Orion Protocol, ticker symbol ORN, ranked number 244, right around $5.90 on the daily, up about 17.5%. Went from those levels of $27 to $5. So that's pretty much all for today's Daily DeFi. I apologize if it was noisy. I apologize for this continued flashing light. I don't know how to fix it necessarily, but it is what it is. This is what happens when you're doing this more fast-paced travel. Like I talk about on this channel, normally I do like slower travel where I spend a month in a place, but it's pretty awesome that everything's open now. So I really enjoyed my time in Prague. I spent a day in Brno in Czech Republic. Actually met with a guy that's a subscriber. Really, him and his brother, really interesting guys. So shout out to them. We had a great, nice Czech meal, some Czech beers, and now heading to Slovakia, Bratislava. So hope everyone's doing well. If you enjoyed the video, like it, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date, hit the notification bell and click all. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, any concerns. Also join the Telegram group, which is linked down below, along with the Twitter @InvestGlobal_IO. That's all for this one, Invest Global, and until next time.